Inflation is at an all-time high. And just because guinea pigs need unlimited hay doesn't mean we have unlimited money. We all know that having guinea pigs is not cheap at all. But how can I cut some costs without sacrificing the quality for piggies? In this video, I will share 7 useful tips to help you save hundreds if not thousands of dollars in the long run on your guinea pigs. Welcome back to the Icy Cinnamon channel, where you'll find everything guinea pig related. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Use fleece liners or shredded paper as bedding. While the local pet store bedding may initially appear more appealing, its value diminishes once your guinea pig pees and poops on it. Then, you're left with disposing the expensive yellowish bedding every day. Going for high-quality fleece liners might seem expensive at first, but it's a smart choice in the long run. It lasts longer and it's super easy to maintain. So if you're looking for something that will make your pet happy and comfy, you should go for it. It also looks great and it's a breeze to clean. Another option is to use shredded paper. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I use shredded paper for my pig. It saves a ton of money and space, and it's also better for the environment too. All you need to do is to buy a cheap paper shredder if you don't already have one, and shred some cardboard boxes like the Amazon ones, which you can see I have a lot of. You can also shred sewer boxes, use as documents and papers, just a lot of things. It absorbs your guinea pig's urine and smells of it. And if you're worried about the bedding being too hard, you can sprinkle a little bit of store-bought bedding on top too, or softer shredded paper. Just make sure you remove any staples and tape beforehand because it can damage the shredder, and it's also not good for potatoes if they do chew on it. Next, number 2. Buy hay from farms. I'm sure we're all shocked at the amount of hay these potatoes munch down every single day. After all, the amount is unlimited. Unfortunately, our pockets have a bottom. That's why, to save money, when my family goes to a short day trip to more rural areas in the city, we always buy bundles of hay from farms. Not only is the hay from farms much cheaper than the ones in pet stores, but the hay is also fresh and of higher quality. I'm not kidding when I say the hay from farms smell much better than the ones in pet stores. My guinea pigs drooled over the farm hay and refused to eat the PetSmart hay ever again. Sometimes, things that cost more money doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Let's compare it in the chart. A 6-pound bag of Timothy hay is 24 Canadian dollars, which is $4 per pound. A higher quality bundle of Timothy hay from Red Barn Company is $18, which is 40 cents per pound. That makes it almost 10 times cheaper than the hay from pet stores. In other words, guinea pig Costco. Now that I hopefully convinced you to think about it, when you're buying hay from farms, make sure it's Timothy hay. And the farms usually sell it to small mammals and even horses. Remember to read the reviews and make sure to choose the right cut of hay. Also, inspect the hay before buying to check for anything that's not supposed to be there. Number 3. Make your hideouts. Have you ever visited a pet store and see hideouts in different shapes and sizes that got your interest until you peeked at the price tag? Or did you buy an expensive hideout for a guinea pig just for them to get stuck in it as they grew bigger, or worse, ignore it completely? Sadly, both situations have been way too familiar for me as well. So that's why I began using cardboard boxes as hideouts. All you have to do is find a cardboard box, cut some holes for the entry, or for the piggies to peek out, and that's it. To be honest, 90% of my guinea pigs' hideouts are homemade, and if you're more of a DIY person, feel free to decorate it or add more doors for the hideout. Also, your guinea pigs don't care how beautiful or ugly the hideouts are, as long as it's comfortable for them. You can also turn other things lying around your home to make fun things too. For example, in this video, I made a maze for my guinea pigs using only cardboard boxes. I'll link it in the description. That being said, there are several hideouts that I never regretted purchasing for my guinea pigs because they're durable and the piggies loved it, like the one from the castle video and the expendable wooden bridge hideout that my guinea pigs have been using for years. I'll link the product down below. So I'm not saying don't buy hides, just choose them wisely. Before we move on, I just want to let you guys know that the article version and link to this video is in the description, and feel free to explore the Icy Cinnamon website. Okay, number 4. Feed them leftovers. This means that you can feed your guinea pigs parts of vegetables or fruits that you don't normally put into dishes. As long as they're safe for your piggies, it's just another piece of mouth-watering veggie for them to munch on. For example, broccoli and cauliflower stalks, ends of cilantro or parsley, parts of bell peppers that you usually throw away but don't feed them the seeds, etc. Another sneaky way to save money and also make delicious and healthy treats for your guinea pigs at the same time is this recipe. Easy homemade cookies for guinea pigs. They're made from the hay clippings that you find at the bottom of hay bags. These tips may seem small, but with time, the numbers add up. Number 5. Buy in bulk. Whether it's bedding, food, or other irresistible chew toys, purchasing in large quantities not only ensures you never run out unexpectedly, but also scores you some serious discounts. Just like buying hay from barns that we discussed earlier. I mean, who doesn't love a good deal? Picture this. You're scrolling through the grocery store, contemplating whether to grab a bag of pre-packaged salad greens or opt for the loose ones. It might seem more convenient to choose the ready-to-go bag, but let's crunch some numbers to see how bulk buying can trim down those expenses. A typical bag of salad greens, let's say around 200 grams, can set you back about $4.99. Sure, it's convenient. Grab and go, no fuss. Now let's break it down. That's roughly $2.50 per 100 grams. Now multiply that by the amount your guinea pigs can devour in a week, and you'll quickly see the dollars add up faster than your guinea pig's dash for fresh veggies. On the flip side, head over to the loose green section. You can often find non-bagged salad green for about $1.99 per 100 grams. That's almost $1 less than a pre-packaged option. Adding to that, most bagged salad greens go to waste much more quickly too, because they're pre-chopped already. Moving on, number 6. Upcycle. Upcycling is not only a great way to save money, but it also helps in reducing waste. By reusing items that would otherwise end up in landfills, you can make a positive impact on the environment. It's a win-win situation. For example, I turned a protein powder container into a translucent hideout for my guinea pigs, and they loved it. You can also use your old clothes or scrap fabric to transform them into something amazing, like a snow soup snuggle mat for guinea pigs and rabbits. I recently just used a long Amazon delivery box. Lined it out with newspaper and dumped some shredded paper in there. Then I sprinkled in small pieces of veggies. It's like a long dinner box and my guinea pigs loved it. Plus, after you're done, you can transfer the bedding in the box to the cage as new bedding. Number 7. Keep your piggies healthy. It may sound like the obvious one, because who wants their loved piggies sick? Now before you click off this video, hear me out. Please take your guinea pig to the vet as soon as possible if the first sign of sickness appears. Guinea pigs are tiny creatures, and their illness can worsen at an alarming rate. And that also means the fees will only go up as the illness worsens. We all know how expensive pet fees are, but if your guinea pig is sick and the earliest appointment is like 3 days later, and if the vet's open, go in first thing in the morning for an emergency appointment. Yes, it's not ideal, and yes, most clinics charge emergency fees, but this can be the difference of life or death for piggy. Another option is to always know an animal hospital that is open 24/7 and cares for guinea pigs too. You can ask your regular vet to recommend one. But given with the knowledge of guinea pigs, the vets there will be much less than your regular vet. To sum up, it's better early than late. Trust your gut and your guinea pig parent instincts. Take your potato to the vet. So these are 7 tips to save money on your guinea pigs. I hope I earned you a subscription, and please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!